Hi, Joellen.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Doing fine.
Good. So we're here, your place, right?
Yeah.
University of Memphis.
The University of Memphis.
What are we going to be doing today?
We're going to plant a hydrangea.
How about that? Okay.
Now, this particular hydrangea is a Hydrangea paniculata
Okay.
for the cultivar Bobo.
Bobo.
Which means
I like it.
it's going to be from 2 to 3 feet tall and
Okay.
just be a small hydrangea that's going to be covered in white blooms.
Nice.
In the summertime. So as you can see, it is deciduous. So
Okay.
we're planting it in early spring here, I mean late winter, so that you see it doesn't have any leaves on it.
Okay.
We've got them placed. We've already planted a few. We're going to take this out of the pot
Got it. Okay.
and look at the root
Look
system
at that.
and see that it's not circling the container. There's nice healthy roots in here, so we don't have to do any cutting. So we will dig a hole here, and what we want to do, we don't want to go any deeper. In fact, we want to stay out of the ground just a little bit on this, because when we put mulch over it, then the mulch will cover the root ball.
Okay.
Because we want it to be well drained. But we want to dig it a little bit wider than it is deep.
Wider than deep.
Wider
Okay.
than deep, because when these roots start to establish and come out, they're going to come out this way
Okay.
and radiate around the plant. And
Got
you
it.
want it nice and loose for those roots to anchor the plant.
So it's always best to plant high if you can, right?
Plant high if you can,
Okay.
well drained.
All right. Let me give this a shot. See how this works.
This particular hydrangea, the paniculata, is like zones 3 through 8. So that's a large part of the country that they can be in. And the paniculatas like sun to partly shady areas. So, and of course, well-drained soils. But it will bloom for many years. And they will bloom, and the blooms will stay on them for a very long time. In fact, they'll usually start out kind of a chartreuse, and then they'll turn their white. And then as they age, they'll turn a little bit of pink. And then, of course, they get dried on in the fall. So, I mean, they have quite a few weeks, sometimes 6, 8 weeks of bloom time or more.
All right. What do you think so far?
It looks good. It needs to be just a little bit deeper.
Deeper. Okay. See if I can get in there.
Yeah, like most homes, this is not the greatest soil up against your house. It has some kind of construction rocks and debris in it. But as long as the soils are good and it's well drained, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Now, we can try this, and another way you can do this is you can take your shovel
Okay.
and you can measure your container with your shovel and then put it down in the hole
Look at that.
and say, it's a little high, it might need to come down just a little bit more.
All right.
Of all the hydrangeas, the paniculatas are probably the toughest of all of the hydrangeas because they do take sun and partly shady areas very, very well. In the further south you go, it should be have some afternoon shades. They are tough. They do have diseases and pests just like the other hydrangeas, but they don't seem to get them because they are in sun, and they usually are very well, got a lot of airflow around them, so they don't have so much disease problems.
I think that'll do it.
Okay, and we want to make sure it's as wide. We need about that wide.
Not that wide.
At the bottom.
Hey.
Maybe just a
little
little
bit. Yeah.
to the side here, just so it sits nice and flat
Okay.
towards the bottom of the hole. I also like to dig it and put some slashes in the side
Okay.
so that if a root hits it, they will hit some of this other rough edges and follow it into the side of the soil and not circle that container.
Okay.
Like a container.
You know that? I think we got it.
Then we'll place it in this hole.
Uh-huh.
Make sure it faces the way we want. And then we can backfill. You notice it's wider than it is deep. Nice area for the roots to come in.
So we just break it up a little bit.
Break up the clods as you put it back in. And you'll notice it's up out of the ground just a little bit. It's just the way we like it.
Yeah.
Oops, rock needs to go. And then
Look at
when
that.
we mulch it, it will fill over the top of it, but it will be a well-drained shrub.
That looks good.
Yeah.
How about that? All right.
It looks nice and comfortable.
Looks
Better
nice
than
and
it,
comfortable.
outside in the container.
All right, just the right height. How about that? It's pretty good. I think I can get the hang of that. I think I could do that.
We got a few more to do.
Okay, all right. I guess I better get my practice in, right?
That's right.
All right, thank you, Joellen. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
That's good. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. To find out more information on this topic, just click on the familyplotgarden.com link in the description.